Oh, it's No Face Movements, April the 1st, 2013, and a Happy New Year's. This article right here is from NASA. Collision course of a comet heads for Mars for the year 2014. The comet's called 2013 A1. And over the next year, you're going to see us do a lot of videos on this comet, and we're going to stay on top of it because we don't know what this comet is capable of doing. This comet is capable of missing Mars and coming towards Earth. This comet is capable of missing Mars, but the gravitational pull sent this comet off in a different way that could come near Earth. This comet could get pulled off and hit the moon. This comet, there's a lot of things that this comet could do. If this comet does hit Mars, what kind of effect will it have on Earth? Since everything is in a gravitational pull and each secular planet is in a gravitational pull, not just from the sun, but other planets and other planets' effect on Earth. All right, and this is proof, and we got a lot of videos to prove it. But if this comet hits Mars, all right, will it shatter it? If this comet hit Mars, will it move Mars out of orbit? Will Mars start coming towards Earth out of its gravitational pull? What will happen? So we're gonna stay on top of this subject. Let's get into the article real fast.
Collision course: a comet heads for Mars. March 27, 2013. Over the years, the spacefaring nations of Earth have sent dozens of probes and rovers to explore Mars. Today, there are 3 active satellites circling the red planet, while 2 rovers, Opportunity and Curiosity, wheel across the red sands below. Mars is dry, barren, and apparently lifeless. Soon, those assets could find themselves exploring a very different kind of world. There is a small but non-negligible chance that Comet 2013 A1 will strike Mars next year in October of 2014, says Don Yeomans of NASA's Near-Earth Object Program at JPL. Current solutions put the odds of impact at 1 in 2,000.
And you can check out the video. The links are gonna be at the bottom. Like I said, we're gonna be doing a lot of videos. We're gonna study the gravitational effects of Mars, see how the comet's gonna react to the gravitational effect if it does miss and comes super close, or if it does hit Mars. Find out what the material of Mars is. See if Mars planet will move and come in collision with Earth or not, or will Mars shatter and come towards Earth, or will the gravitational pull of Mars send the comet into a different kind of way and collide with another planet or with Earth or with the moon, or if the comet has an effect that could collide with Earth. These are all the questions should be in the back of your head, and everyone out there should be on top of this. Not just us here at the No Face Movement,
True.
every single person out there. Alright, folks? We don't try to fear Mongol at all. We're just warning you. We give you guys deep research that other people don't do. We give you guys, answers. We try answer. We try answer a lot of you guys' questions. But that's the deal here. Let's move on.
The nucleus of the comet is probably 1 to 3 kilometers in diameter, and it is coming in fast, around 56 kilometers per second, 125,000 miles per hour.
And speed has to do a lot of effect with the gravitational and with the weight of the comet.
If it does hit Mars, it would deliver as much energy as 35 million megatons of TNT, estimates Yeomans. For comparison, the asteroid strike that ended the dinosaurs on Earth 65 million years ago was about 3 times as powerful, 100 million megatons. Another point of comparison is the meteor that exploded over Chelyabinsk, Russia, in February of 2013, damaging buildings and knocking people down. The Mars comet is packing 80 million times more energy than that relatively puny asteroid. An impact wouldn't necessarily mean the end of NASA's Mars program, but it would transform the program along with Mars itself. I think of it as a giant climate experiment, says Michael Meyer, lead scientist for the Mars Exploration Program at NASA headquarters. An impact would loft a lot of stuff into the Martian atmosphere: dust, sand, water, and other debris. The result could be a warmer, wetter Mars than we're accustomed to today. Meyer worries that solar-powered Opportunity might have a hard time surviving if the atmosphere became opaque. Nuclear-powered Curiosity, though, would carry on just fine. He also notes that Mars orbiters might have trouble seeing the surface. for a while at least, until the debris begins to clear. A direct impact remains unlikely. Paul Chodas of NASA's Near Earth Object Program stresses that a 1 in 2,000 chance of impact means there's a 1999 in 2,000 chance of no impact. A near miss is far more likely, he points out. Even a near miss is a potentially big event. The latest orbit solutions put the comet somewhere within 300,000 kilometers of the red planet at closest approach. That means Mars could find itself inside the comet's grassy, dusty, gassy atmosphere, or coma. Visually, the comet would reach zeroth magnitude, that is, a few times brighter than the first magnitude star, as seen from the red planet. Cameras on all of NASA's spacecraft currently operating at Mars should be able to take photographs of Comet 2013 A1, says Jim Bell, a planetary scientist and Mars imaging specialist at Arizona State University. The issue with Mars Odyssey and the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter will be the ability to point them in the right direction. They are used to looking down, not up. Mission designers will have to figure out if that is possible. The issue with the Opportunity and Curiosity rovers will be power for imaging at night, he continues. Opportunity is solar powered, and so it needs to dip into reserve battery power to operate the cameras at night. Whether or not we will be able to do this will depend on how much power the rover is getting from dusty solar panels in the daytime. On the other hand, Curiosity is nuclear powered, so it could have better odds at nighttime imaging. Researchers will be keenly interested to see how the comet's atmosphere interacts with the atmosphere of Mars. For one thing, there could be a meteor shower. Analyzing the spectrum of disintegrating meteors could tell us something interesting about the chemistry of the upper atmosphere, notes Meyer. Another possibility is Martian auroras. Unlike Earth, which has a global magnetic field that wraps around our entire planet, Mars is only magnetized in patches. Here and there, magnetic umbrellas spout out of the ground, creating a crazy quilt of magnetic poles concentrated mainly in the southern hemisphere. Ionized gases hitting the top of the Martian atmosphere could spark auroras in the canopies of the magnetic umbrellas. Even before the comet flyby was known, NASA had already decided to send a spacecraft to Mars to study the dynamics of the Martian atmosphere. If the probe, named MAVEN, short for Mars Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution, is launched in time in November 2013, it would reach Mars just a few weeks before the comet in 2014. However, notes MAVEN's principal investigator Bruce Jakowski of the University of Colorado, the spacecraft won't be ready to observe the comet when it reaches Mars. It takes a while to get into our science mapping orbit, deploy the booms, turn on and test the science instruments, and so on, he explains. Maven won't be fully operational until perhaps 2 weeks after the comet passes. There are some effects that I would expect to linger for a relatively long period, especially if the comet hits Mars, and we will be able to observe those changes. Astronomers found the world around the world are monitoring 2013 A1. Every day, new data arrives to refine the comet's orbit. As the error bars shrink, Yeomans expects a direct hit to be ruled out. The odds favor a flyby, not a collision, he says. Either way, this is going to be good. Stay tuned for updates as the comet approaches.
Well, they don't know. If we look at the picture here, alright, you see the comet. That's where it's at right now. As it's coming in, you see Mars. Alright, you see this sharp turn, and people will be like, "Oh, why is it turning there if it's just a loose comet and doesn't orbit our sun like that, right?" And the reason it turns there, one of the reasons, is because of the planets and the gravitational pull, and definitely the sun. That's why it turns. And as Mars is over here, the gravitational pull from Mars is greater, so it's going to have a slinking. Alright, Mars is going full speed around the circle. That's why this is that angle when it turns. It's going to shoot off. But it depends how it shoots off. And anytime from Mercury, Venus, Earth, wherever we are located, when this comet comes by, the gravitational effect, definitely the sun too. Alright, folks, so everyone keep a watch out for this. I want everyone out there be prepared and bug out kids in your home and your place of business like always. You never know when national disaster or catastrophic event could happen. Also, know the data about this comet, know the data about Mars and the gravitational field around Mars, like we did with Comet asteroid 2012 DA14, and that asteroid, the freak asteroid that collided with Earth that day. But please rate, subscribe. Please subscribe. To have the latest updates on all our videos. Um, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook, on Mystiques and Astrology and Astronomy channel. Those are my backup channels, so subscribe there too. This is the No Face Movement. Movement until next time, facing off. Peace and be prepared.